Today I'm going to be driving my new 56 Chevy for the first time, but before we get into the video, I just want to mention a couple things. July 3rd through 8th, we're going to be in Hawaii, and we're going to be checking out the drag races on Kauai. So they're hosting Battle on the Beach, and we're going to be providing coverage of that. But we're also going to be flying to Oahu and driving over to Honolulu to the Moon Eye store. So we want to provide some like hot rod coverage on the islands. So if you guys know anyone with a really cool car, race car, any type of hot rod who might want to be in a video, let us know in the comments. We would love to connect with them and get their car on the channel. Another thing, thank you guys so much for purchasing our new Gnarly Speed Shop shirts. We got them in the blue glitter and we still have some available. Danny's actually wearing it right now.
Yeah, this is what the front looks like with our logo in blue.
It's so pretty. Here it is. So, you know, stop wearing those black shirts all the time and get yourself a white one for summer. So if you didn't see the last video, we drove this thing 400 miles back here to the shop, but we didn't really have a lot of time to show you guys the car in detail because it was getting dark, it was raining, and we just had to fix it up and get it home. So now we have more time and it's a beautiful day, finally. It's been raining a lot here, so another reason I haven't driven it yet. But we want to like walk around and show you every little bit of this car, starting with the front end. And yeah.
Want to start with the things you like about it?
Yeah, let's start with
the positive.
The positives, I really like the stance on it. I really dig that. I love that the original paint is coming through. And I love that it's a post car and that it currently runs and drives.
Okay, what about the LS swap?
That's all right. I mean, if I was gonna build one of these, I wouldn't put an LS in it, but because it already has one, I'm just gonna leave it for now until I can like, you know, gather enough parts to maybe do a small block or big block. Don't know yet.
Big block or small block?
I'm leaning more towards small block, but we'll see. I have lots of time. Like I said, I just want to enjoy it right now, so I'm glad it just has a running engine in it.
Yeah, because summer's here, and at least you can drive this through the summer and have fun with it. Exactly.
This is going to be at the beach. It's going to be at the cruise nights. So that's what I like about it, and I like that it has interior, but that's about it. After that, this thing needs some work.
All right, well, let's start up here in the front. We got this little crossbar here. I don't know if this, do you think the previous owner put this on, Troy, or maybe this was
Troy
on there?
said he put this on, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this wasn't on from when it was original?
No, he did this.
Because this used to be a drag car.
Yeah.
You guys didn't know. And then what about this trans cooler setup? Do you want to keep that, or?
No, that's going to be swapped at some point.
And we stopped that leak pretty good, didn't we?
Yeah, it has not leaked again, so that's kind of good. Although we stopped the leak here, but now the transmission is just dumping all the fluid.
Yeah, we got to pick it up and figure out where it's leaking from.
Yeah.
Got the original radiator, or original looking radiator. And I think the 6 cylinders were, the radiator was in the front, we were learning, and then the V8s, the radiator was on the inside.
Yeah.
But this was a V8 car originally?
Yeah, according to the VIN, I haven't looked up too much on it, but it does say it's a V8 car, and it is a real Bel Air. So that's pretty much all I know. Oh, and it was built in Oakland, California.
Oh,
so it's been a California car its whole life, which lines up, you know, with the story that we got about it being an old race car up there.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what we're going to be able to do about this brake system here, because we can't fit a bigger master cylinder in because of that header, huh?
Yeah, that's
I mean, unless we cut it and then like move it down a little bit more, get it to go underneath, we could fit a little bit bigger master cylinder there.
Yeah. Oh, I would really like, I want something with a dual reservoir, so.
Yeah. One thing we do have to do is remote mount the coil packs so that way we can just do 90-degree turns downward. Maybe mount the coil packs down underneath on the side of the frame so you don't see them.
Yep.
Because right here, these are just in the way of the headers, and it's, I don't know, it's still misfiring a little bit, I think, but it could be the carburetor or the Or it could be the ignition system.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, we literally just got this. We haven't even looked at it that closely, so this is a good chance for us to do that. As you guys can see, it's got a 5.3 LS, and it has a leaky turbo 400 behind it, and it does have a stall converter. Troy says it's a 2700 stall. It feels like there's a stall, so.
Yeah. We could also coat these headers with Cerakote. That would actually stay on there. Because look, it's just like flaking off of there.
Hey, don't flake off my. That cost me money. Another thing with the front end that I don't dig is that it doesn't have shocks. So.
Yeah. So Troy put these. They're like from an Impala or something like that. There's a heavier duty coil spring. But as you can see, there's no shocks. So somebody drove this thing all the way home, 400 miles without shocks in the front.
Danny's such a trooper.
But you know what? Troy said he's like, without having shocks on it, it's surprisingly stable on the road. And he was correct. It's just got so much height to it that there's just not really any travel on the springs, and so stiff that it wasn't even bouncy on the freeway. Oh. It actually rode decent.
It's funny because also the bushings all are shot. They need to be replaced too. So,
yeah, let's see if we can see those bushings.
They're all like cracked there. And
yeah, that bushing's pretty toast. This side's even worse, I think. Yeah, look at this one.
I don't want to look too close.
You sure you want to drive this today?
I do. I'm so excited. It's my dream car.
Here's that front hanger from one. It had a straight axle. That'd be cool if you could find some pictures of this at the drag strip, huh?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to be looking, and hopefully maybe somebody knows like about this car. Someone had suggested I check like a Fremont drag strip page to see if it was raced over there. I haven't found anything yet.
What is this?
Let's see.
Oh, I think this is for the e-brake. Yeah, it's for the e-brake.
Oh. Yeah. It has these like old Mickey Thompsons on it.
We need to do something about this too. I don't want it rubbing through. It's not like, see, it's just kind of loose in there.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, you don't want that to rub through and then no brakes.
That would be bad.
Okay. What color is this car? Do you know?
I don't know. I haven't looked that up yet, but I know that he said this was the original paint because the car was actually this nasty green color, and I'll throw a picture up on the screen. And Troy did all the hard work of like color sanding this thing and getting it down to what you see here now. So I would like
Here's the color that you're talking about.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it's right there.
It's like green.
Yep. I'd like to like basically patina match it, I guess you could say, like just any spots that just really need to be like covered up, just find like a really similar color and touch it up in places, and then maybe just go over this white. The trunk lid needs some work to be matched. So
pretty interesting how they just painted the car all this like green color, and then they put white over it after.
Yeah,
just to save time. They would paint it all, see, like here. And then they would put white over it, and that's how they like saved time.
Yeah, it's neat. I like the Bel Air trim though quite a bit. Like I like that it comes all the way up to the front.
Yeah, it's cool because we have what, 4 other 56 Chevys?
Yeah.
And this one has like the nicer trim out of all of them.
Yeah, I like it. It's the only Bel Air we have.
Yeah.
So definitely gonna like touch that up and maybe do some new chrome here. But
how about this front windshield though?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, what happened? Somebody was shooting at it when they were driving by, or what?
That's what I think, because if you look, it's got all these like bullet holes or whatever, BB gun right here in the front, but then it also has them on that side too.
Yeah, throughout the back.
Yeah, so somebody shoot.
It had to be a BB gun, because if this was a 22 LR, it would have just went through. So it's probably a BB gun, and it's probably one of those handgun ones with the little CO2 cartridges, because you can shoot kind of fast. Because this couldn't be a 22. It would have went through.
Yeah.
And even if they shot from really far away, they couldn't be that accurate to shoot a group that small with a 22.
We're just talking about grouping. But I just can't believe somebody would shoot at a 56 Chevy, but I mean,
unbelievable.
But it adds character. In fact, you know, it's so weird to say. I almost like don't want to change this out because I like the way it looks kind of like, I guess, abandoned. So rolling up to the cruise night, I kind of want to leave it like this. But I know ultimately I got to fix it because...
Yeah, the front one is more for safety. You can leave these side ones like this.
I'm probably going to leave those, honestly.
Leave that one, and then just put a new windshield in the front. Plus, you know, it'd be nice to see the ocean when you're driving by, right?
Yeah, I guess. Not just cracked glass.
Cool. What's up with this?
Let's see. Oh, so he was saying that, I guess the previous owner had moved the antenna forward.
For what?
I'm not too sure, honestly, but...
Pick up some channels better?
Right. Just a few inches makes all the difference.
Oh. Cubic inches you're talking about, right?
Yeah. So down this side, which is the nasty side of the car.
So that's the good side of the car.
Yeah, because even the glass on that side isn't shattered. So this side got beat up a little. We're missing a piece of trim here for the Bel Air part, and then what else? I mean, this definitely needs work. Like all of this got like roughed down a little.
We can touch this stuff up. We've done it before in the past with a lot of our cars. Actually have looked pretty nasty like this, and we were able to kind of correct them, and you know, without making the paint too nice, but just tasteful. So what we can do is you know, we'll find a color match for this paint, an exact one, and then we'll kind of blend in some of these spots here, because this isn't just naturally blended off. I think this is when they were sanding down, when Troy was sanding down the paint that was above it, he accidentally took off too much, and then this happened. So
yeah,
I guess what you could say we're going to do is try to make the car look like it did before somebody put paint over it.
Yeah, that's a way better way to put it, for sure.
So,
and then
how about wheels?
Wheels, that's something I'm still deciding. I can't stand the Boomer Chrome right now that's going on. The fronts are like I'm still not even a fan of those. So I have a lot of like work to do in researching like what I want. Obviously an old mag would look the coolest, but I'm trying to be practical here. Like what am I using the car for? So I got to figure out wheels. I was mentioning it has these like old Mickey Thompsons. I wonder how old these are.
I don't know how to tell, but there's some sort of thing on here that you can tell.
But it's all right. I'm just curious because the font's different.
Yeah. These side pipes are pretty cool. Like coming out the side. Is that what you want to do later on? Because we can't keep this. This was just temporary. No. Troy whipped this up in his driveway before we drove it. You guys saw it in the video. And it's just like a little glass pack.
Yeah, I think they're called like blue streak mufflers or something. In fact, I kind of don't mind that. Like if we just did it properly and just ran some like new ones underneath. Yeah. I mean, it's the perfect, guess you could say like sound level right now for like driving in town and then also being a little bit of a hot rod. But this thing needs a cam ASAP. Yeah, we could put a cam in this. It needs a cam.
It would be pretty easy because this comes out and then you have full access to it right there.
That's true. That's it. Actually, that'd be really easy.
What kind of cam do you want to put in there? Like full on?
I think I want to do like a tick cam. They have like a bunch of really cool ones. But something with some chop. Yeah. Some overlap and I mean, it doesn't necessarily need to make like big power because it's just a 5.3. So. Yeah,
but it's a pretty light car and it felt a little peppy just even with a stock cam. So aftermarket cam is definitely gonna make this thing come to life.
Pick it up. Yeah.
Yeah. What we could do is while we're doing that, we could take these headers out and we'll bead blast them and Cerakote them with white, and they'll stay nice and white like that, and then we'll do the muffler system right here. We'll build it a nice new set along the side. Yep. And we could do that white too, or whatever color you want.
Yeah, that would look cool if that was like white.
Yeah, because right now it's pretty close to the bottom of the car and it kind of rattles around a little bit.
Yeah, it makes noise. But another thing, let's see, moving, guess let's keep moving and then we'll go to the interior.
Interior last?
Yeah, I guess we'll go around that way. It's drum brakes all the way around. That's another thing, as you guys saw the master cylinder. And then I think it has a stock rear end. I forget. He didn't know the rear gear ratio on it.
It did pretty well in the freeway though.
Okay.
Maybe like a 320 something.
Yeah. And then I don't know what this is.
Yeah, that's got to go.
Ecology now. And it's like a peace sign. What is that? Like eco something?
Something like that. Something green.
I don't know what that is.
That had to be by the second owner. The first owner was a drag racer. The second owner painted the car green, so maybe that's from them.
Yeah. And then what else? So this has to go. I want to replace the bumper because it's just too far gone.
There's that V that we threw away.
That
right?
everybody
gave us a hard time.
Okay, well, like, here's something I gotta say. If you're watching a video and you're on the internet and you see something, you're not really seeing it the same way as you would in person. So, like, I'm telling you, you can't look at this car on video and be like, oh yeah, that thing's perfect. It's like, check it out up close. It's a little rough.
Yeah, well, that emblem was really rough, and there's no way we were going to put it back on.
No, in fact, I might even be replacing all the chrome. Like, this is pretty pitted. The front is, like, horrendous. It's really, like, far gone. And
your lens is cracked, but
yeah, like, this is, like,
what?
It works.
Does it?
But it's just, like, not smooth with
pretty crusty in there.
So, to everyone who's upset about that, this thing's going to get a way nicer one. So, don't know what to tell you. But let's go into the trunk. Let's show them the good stuff.
Okay, grab the key.
The key. I can't see in here. The sun's like on it. It's so hard. Hang on.
There we go. Yeah, the spring is shot on the inside. Only on one side though, and it's just not enough to hold the whole weight of the trunk up. So in the back, we actually ripped out the fuel cell that was in there before. That plastic one was just leaking all over the place, smelling up the whole shop. And we ended up swapping in this temporary tank here that's held in with a couple zip ties. If you guys watched the live feed, you would have saw us do all that work.
Yeah.
So don't forget to hit the notification bell on the bottom so that way you guys can be notified when we do live streams.
Yeah. But I want to give a shout out also to Neil. We met him at the Redwood Rally. He was the one who sent me that Moon Eyes tank.
Sweet.
And I know this is not how it should be used, trust me, but this is just very, very temporary. Like, just for today's video, like to drive it around, I'm gonna be ordering probably an actual fuel tank, not a cell, because I really want to get that gas filler to work. That's like a huge thing of owning a Tri-5 for me, is to be able to go to the gas station and like...
Oh, to get this to work?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to do an original tank underneath?
Yeah, so of course that means this all has to come out, which it goes pretty far back. Like you can see, obviously this is destroyed.
Yeah, this is bad. So this piece needs to be replaced, and we were looking at videos last night on how to do all this, and it doesn't look too hard to do actually.
No.
So we're gonna end up making a project out of this, you know, not in the real near future, but maybe in the next
it has
6
to
months.
be, yeah, it has to be in the next few months, because if I want to get that tank under there, this has to be finished. So we'll do that. But luckily we have so much body work we've been doing on the Dodge Charger, and we still have loads more to go. So by the time we're done that, this is going to be
That's going to be easy for us, huh? Yeah, we got the, not to get off topic here, but we got the doors put on the Charger. We got the quarter panels all lined up pretty perfectly on the driver's side. So we're about ready to weld that all in. You'll see that in the next video.
Yeah, we'll do an update on that car, and we have, like I said, some exciting parts coming in. So that's that. But
well, now to the good side.
Now this is its good side. I'm sure some of you guys are like, oof. But this is the good side. And there's only just a little tiny bit of, I guess, rust up here.
Let's see. Yeah, got a little bit of rust here. That ain't bad at all, though.
Yeah.
Might as well just leave that.
Yeah. And then once the windshield gets replaced, it'll be nice to see like underneath here, and then we'll like clean that all up and you know, pour 15 on it and seal it properly. Because Troy did say that the front and rear leak quite a bit. So the funny thing about this car is like, since we got it, it has completely stunk up the shop. And when I say stink, I mean like it smelled like mold at first, and it still kind of does, all coming from the interior. So we left it outside for like 4 days with the fans on it, just going to town and trying to get rid of that smell. Bring it back in, and then next thing you know, it's like a fuel leak back there. So it was all fuel in the shop. Finally, it's starting to not smell, like just barely. So it's been a lot of work to get it to this point, but I wish you guys could smell the interior. It's
pretty bad.
It's something wild. But it's got these door panels that are not factory. So Troy actually gave us the extra fabric that he had. So he got this like roll online and had done the door panels, the rolls there in the back, along with the air cleaner lid. And it's got a front and rear bench that the front is all destroyed. So a lot of people were saying that this bench seat is worth good money, and I'm sure it is. And there's a part of me that wants to keep it and just have it redone, but another part of me wants more money for the project to go into it. So I might be selling off this front bench and putting buckets in it instead, just because it's, I don't know, it's more of a hot rod. I think buckets would help it feel that way.
How about the steering wheel?
Oh, this has got to go. This has got to go. Oh, are you kidding me? This?
I mean, it matches the rest of the car.
No, I need to do a different, like, black wheel. I kind of want to do a Moon Eyes wheel, but I don't know if that would look... Maybe I'll do a green one to match the tinted glass.
Yeah, they have all sorts of colors.
Yeah.
Some pretty old gauges, but none of them work. And
I'd like to get
only gauge that works up here is none of them.
None of them.
The tack doesn't work. Nothing works. The shifter barely works.
Yeah.
But it's drivable, and we need to get some new seat belts. These ones are getting old.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, not much going on in the interior, huh?
No, this all needs to be cleaned out. And I mean, if it keeps smelling the way it does, I'm gonna have to assume at some point that it's just mold, which means all the interior has to be ripped out anyway. I mean, I'd like to keep it all black, and I might need a new carpet kit, but...
Maybe there's some sort of solution that you can spray around that kills it, or some sort of balm. Maybe you can like roll up the windows and put some sort of smoke in there or something.
If you guys have ever had a really smelly car, let me know your tips and tricks for getting rid of it from the interior, because like I said, we had a fan on this for 4 days and it helped, but now I'm starting to like smell it again.
Yeah.
So.
You keeping the stickers?
No, these are probably going to go. I'll probably put my own sponsors on there, like people who actually support the build, you know?
Okay.
So
gotcha.
Get rid of those. And then who knows, maybe like company like Mosier, it'd be cool. They just sent me some of their old school decals.
There you go.
So you could put that on there. Do old versions of all the companies.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so...
Speaking of Mosier, this thing could probably use a Mosier rear end eventually.
Immediately, because I'm sure Danny has broken so many of these factory rear ends. Yeah,
they're pretty brittle. But I've broken them with manual transmission cars. This is an automatic. It'll be a little easier.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's not posi either, so it needs to be changed regardless.
Yeah, it'll need that. And then, let's see. That's the interior. And then what we want to do before we drive it is I need to swap that carburetor. So that one on there is the FST 950 CFM carb that we actually got for the 512 big block Mopar. And it needs to go back with that engine. I can't just keep running it on this little 5.3. But the car, when we bought it, had a 600 CFM Holley double pumper on it. And Troy had said that it was probably like the diaphragms for the accelerator pump that were no good. So we're gonna check it out, maybe swap those real quick, put it back on here and see how it runs. We don't really have enough time to do a full rebuild on it today, but if that doesn't fix it, we will, because I'd like to get that one working on here. So we're gonna do that. And also I need to top it off with ATF because I think it's dumped everything it has on the floor.
Yeah. We could also take care of this wiring too. A lot of these factory wires just they're not gonna go to this engine at all. So we might as well like de-pin all of them and make this look as simple as possible in here. We can get rid of that voltage regulator on the fender well there.
Yeah, there.
And also that one below it. Well, actually, I think that's the horn relay right there.
Oh, it's the horn?
Yeah, so we'll have to get a new one of these.
Yeah, this thing just needs a new harness probably all around and just start fresh.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna probably have to get rid of these tall valve covers that hold the coil packs inside because it's hitting the firewall right here.
Yeah.
So, and since we're gonna remote mount the coils on the side later, then we're gonna need new of these anyways.
Yeah, there's a bunch of things. I also don't like the alternator where it's sitting.
I think they make a kit to mount this somewhere down on the side, but I don't know if it's gonna want to hit the suspension at that point.
Yeah. I also wish it was a power steering car, but it's not. So we're gonna find out today if I can muscle this thing.
Been hitting the gym?
I mean, I know it's fine once it gets going, but I'm thinking about like, you know, how
Parking
embarrassing at the cruise night if I'm trying to park it and I'm just like, ah. So we'll see. But yeah, so that's my 56 Chevy Bel Air. A little closer look.
There was a lot more bad stuff than good stuff.
I know, the list is not equal, but come on, when you buy these, you just buy them for like, I guess the body style. And you got to know, like, at some point, everything's got to be gone through because the car is, I think it's 68 years old.
Jeez.
In 2024.
Yeah.
It's almost 70.
Yeah. But you know what? It did make it all the way back home and it didn't break down. I know it could make it to the beach right now. So, I mean, that's worth something right there. That's worth a lot.
Yeah.
You have a running and driving 56 Chevy. Yes, it's not perfect, but it can get you around town and that's worth a lot.
Exactly. So I'm still stoked on it. You guys have no idea, and I'm even more excited to drive it. So let's change that carburetor, swap the diaphragms, add some ATF, and like let's go cruise
hit the road.
Let's cruise it. Okay, so here's the carburetor that came on it, and like I said, it probably all needs to be cleaned up and it deserves a rebuild, but right now just want to quickly swap out the diaphragms on the primary and secondary because like I don't know if you can see my fingers here, but like
they're pretty stiff.
That is, and then the secondary is like
yeah, I won't even move.
I can't even do that.
So that could be the problem in the first place. We just didn't have time to diagnose it in the rain.
Nor did I even bring the parts with me. So, you know, we'll get this done right now. So luckily it's so easy. You don't even have to do anything other than these screws here and here. So I got my Holley rebuild kit next to me, and we're just gonna grab the accelerator pump diaphragms from it. I think it comes with one high volume pump, but there's the two regular ones there.
This is the regular one?
Yeah, the green ones.
Okay.
This thing looks really crusty. Oh! Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
Oh, there goes the spring.
Why is it so dry though, too? Because shouldn't it, I mean, it was only a week ago, right? It should have some sort of fuel in it. Or just be wet at least.
Yeah, this is like dry.
So I wonder if this float's stuck on this side. Like up.
Mm-hmm. It could be. Oh, should we just...
Well, we could check it from the side, right?
It just has the little plug, so
yeah,
we need a flat head.
We could smack it with a hammer and knock it back down. Well, we don't really need secondaries for today anyways.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah,
what if I find a piss yellow 32 Ford and we got a rock
all right,
and roll?
let's put the
high
heavy duties
volume
in there.
So we're gonna pop this off, and then the other carburetor has that hard line one on it. So let me.
Yeah, it should be an easy swap.
It's gonna spill everywhere.
Yeah, it's gonna make a mess.
Okay. Oh! I'm so sorry that went flying at you.
My new shirt.
Oh no.
That's how you treat your cameraman?
I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was gonna pop off like that. I thought it would be harder. Okay.
That'll cost you a beer. You know what? This gasser, you know, it's pretty high in the front end. It's gonna be hard for you to work on.
We'll make it work. Oh, that's spring. Oh, and the vacuum line, everything. Get this off right here. This has been a good carburetor, this 950.
Yeah.
But it's not mine, so it must go. Okay. Almost. So while we were hard at work at the O'Reilly's parking lot, we lost one of our 7/16ths, and I just found it. It's right in here.
That's where I put it.
I was like, what the heck? What's all that noise?
That's so me though, to leave tools like that. Like I have a pretty bad habit of walking away with a tool into the shop to grab another tool, and I take it with me and I set it somewhere, and then I find it in like weird places. Or most of the time Olivia finds it for me, but
yeah, at this point I know that about him, so I watch where he puts stuff, and it's okay.
Got your eye on me?
Yeah.
Like it's probably in your pocket. What? Oh yeah, here it is.
Always.
Very bad habit I'm trying to break for the past 3 years. All right, Olivia, are you ready?
I'm so excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Fire it up. It's so quiet.
I know. Nice seatbelt. Hop in.
First test drive.
I know.
I'm excited for you.
Thank you. I'm so excited. You're gonna
see what I had to deal with for 375 miles.
Okay.
Well, here, put this through here. It's a little bit better.
Oh, okay.
Look.
Here we go.
Go through here.
Yep.
In there. Double loop. Here we go.
It's a little too tight. I can't. Okay, so this is I gotta say, another thing I don't like about the car is the shifter.
Okay, there's another one for the list.
Okay, let's see how the stall feels.
It's got a pretty good stall converter in it.
Ooh, all the noises it makes.
So drive is actually in between D and N.
Yeah, kind of like.
Right, yeah, perfect.
I could feel like it doesn't want to go there. Okay, ready?
Ready.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it wants to pull me. Oh, it wants to drive me.
Yeah, I know.
No, you're not doing that.
The feeling.
We will have none of that. You listen to me. Hang on, there's one more guy coming. Are we clear on that side?
Clear on this side.
Okay. Oh, all you hear is that exhaust just rattling underneath it.
Oh, Nelly.
Okay.
We're dead.
And we're in the middle of the road.
Well, you could try to start it again.
Yeah. Hang on. we're like really dead.
Heck yeah, there's no neutral safety on this thing.
Yeah, no.
I like it.
Hang on, there's somebody coming.
Let's see. Oh, you want to stay here till they go?
No, the stall is getting used to.
Well, we didn't really let it warm up, so
no.
We'll just chalk it up to that. Okay, something's going on with this carburetor.
Okay, I think
because the other one didn't run like this.
No, I think I'm gonna pull off here for a second.
Let it warm up?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not happy. And the brakes are questionable. Neutral. It's like there. Yeah, this thing is not a refined machine.
Yeah, it doesn't run that great. Like,
I can't believe this is 400 miles.
Yeah, it's shocking that it made it that far. I mean, it ran a little bit better with the other carburetor, I'll say that.
Okay. Let's see if we can make it back for a second.
Oh my gosh, did you see the face that lady made when she drove by?
Oh no.
She was... Ooh.
Oh no, it
like... drive it, nail it. Send it.
It's gonna shut off.
Let's see. Maybe...
Yeah. It's gonna shut off if I do that. Okay, so I'm not digging this carburetor right now.
What do you want to do?
Thought I was ready to give you the FST back, but I don't even know if we'll be able to go for a real test drive with this.
I might have another carburetor hidden away that I can put on here. But it's only a 600 CFM.
That's what this one is.
Is it?
Yep.
It's a vacuum secondaries.
It's a vacuum?
Yeah.
It's all right. We're back.
Okay, that was a pretty quick test drive.
Yeah, the carburetor, I don't know. It could kill this thing.
All right, first thoughts.
First thoughts, it needs a whole lot of everything. I was not confident in that carburetor. I was like not even on the gas at all. I was just trying to get moving and it just cut out. So it's not happy. Maybe we'll just swap carburetors.
We'll put another one on there and see what happens.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, here is one of my carburetors that I pulled off of Hank before I swapped it over to a 4-barrel that Olivia gave to me. And it's a 600 CFM, I believe. It's vacuum secondaries. It ran really good on Hank. I pulled it off. It's been sitting on the shelf, so let's see if we can just throw it on there and it runs just as good on this.
All right, if it was on Hank, then that's good. Okay, so this is carburetor number 2, and I'm a little more optimistic about this one, but also I'm just going off of Danny's word. So he told me this was good. It ran on Hank. We're just gonna try it. Otherwise, I guess the FST is going back on and this was all for nothing. But I don't know, I'm gonna try and have some faith in this one. So let's fire it up.
All right, crank her over. Okay, it's squirted. Sounds pretty clean so far. Let's see if it's got throttle response.
Sounds like it likes the vacuum secondary. Okay.
Does it feel better so far?
So far, it's actually got some throttle to it.
Okay, so the exhaust is definitely banging on the floor here.
Yeah.
But that's probably because I'm on this side, lowering the floorboard a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's better.
That's the most throttle I've been able to give it. Okay, we're doing something.
Go that way.
Go this way? Okay. Ready.
Ready.
Let's do this.
Floor it. I'm just kidding.
Yay! Oh my gosh. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, be careful.
We have very limited steering. Like, limited. Holy heck.
We test the brakes before we go around this corner. Okay.
I might just cruise it slow for a second here and then see how I feel, but...
Oh, you already got a surfboard keychain.
Yeah, I did.
Bottle opener, too.
That way I could finally identify, like, whose keys are whose.
First drive!
I know! Oh my goodness. These skinnies are something else. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! It just feels like I have like no steering at times, which is not a good feeling. Oh Lord. Oh, and it wants to drive me. Listen here, you jalopy.
Yeah.
I'm driving.
Well, like I said before, on my way back home, I felt like I had no control of this vehicle for the first hour of driving, but after I started to relax on the wheel and trust in the car, it does better with less input. So I'll say that just to save you a lot of time.
Okay.
But it's still pretty bad.
Okay.
Like, you gotta be ready.
I know, I'm keeping both hands on, even though I get what you mean. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. What a clunker.
This thing is a total clunker, for sure.
This is seriously quite the driving experience. This is like, there's old car feel, like you can feel like you're driving an old car, but then there's like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it, like, and that's what this is. So I'm thoroughly impressed.
Let's go.
You did it.
That guy just waved to you.
Oh, sorry, it was trying to not die. Oh, you wanna go this way? Okay.
Go through here.
Oh no, now everyone's gonna see me. Oh no, don't look, don't look, don't look.
Look at this guy's like, look at this thing.
I know.
Oh, it's backfiring a little bit.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, maybe we better start heading back.
Yeah, let's head back. Oh, it's popping. Sorry.
Yeah, imagine that on the freeway.
Oh my gosh, and those roads were bad, even in short stack. Oh, okay, well, when we were cruising, we actually just passed a bar, and after swapping a couple carburetors, I think I'm ready for a beer. So let's just go do that.
Yeah, turns out there's a bar right close by our shop, so we should have just enough fuel to make it there.
This car, man, you really gotta muscle it every which way. Oh man. Oh, and it's so busy now.
It's all right. Maybe, yeah, it's right here. There's a pub.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't diesel that time.
Yeah,
That's good.
The other time it did real bad. Well, we parked way out of the way because I was too embarrassed to go in the front. There's a lot of people there. So.
Don't be ashamed of your car. Well, hey, we need to think of a name.
Yeah, we do. See, the problem is if I name it now, it's going to be something awful. But once it's, refined, it'll be a cool
have a more
name.
positive name.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
So
we'll
maybe
wait.
it'll have a temporary name.
All right. How about Stinker?
Big stink.
The big cheese.
The big cheese? Dang, whose hot rod is that?
Oof, looks pretty rough.
Yeah, it actually does. Okay, never mind.
Looks like somebody took a dump on your trunk lid.
Okay, so we spent all our time in the bar talking about paint codes, and if you look at the body tag here, it's 705D under paint. And what that means is that this is a factory two-tone car, and it's India ivory on top, and it's Pinecrest green right over here. So it matches up, it looks like the photos, but Hank is tropical turquoise, and I think India ivory.
Yeah, Hank is tropical turquoise, India ivory.
Yep, and then I don't know what Duke is, but I know Duke is not this shade.
Yeah, and it's
He's
not
mint.
It's not, yeah, it's a little bit different. We'll find that out later. But.
Okay, well, luckily the shop is literally less than half a mile away, and I only had one beer, so I'm totally solid.
You didn't even finish it.
No, I didn't. Don't tell them that. But yeah, so let's drive it back to the shop. I think that's all we have enough gas for anyway. But yeah, give it one more final review.
Come on, baby.
Get us home.
This car hasn't let us down yet.
I know. That's true. Family is like, oh boy, what a hazard.
Yeah, that family was like grabbing their children, like, hey, come over here, Don't get next to that thing, you'll get tetanus. Easy does it.
Oh boy.
Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me how you're feeling.
I'm feeling like this is taking a lot of focus just to go straight.
Yeah.
But I love it. Hey, at least we're not broken down like that guy. So having drum brakes is planning in advance for braking situations, like right here on this tight bridge. So hold on, hold on. Like that.
Wow, it's a pretty nice day out.
It is.
It's like a nice day for the beach.
I know.
I mean, if we had a bigger gas tank, we had some proper seatbelts.
We'd be out there right now. But that's its next adventure. I really want to see if it'll make it to the beach next time. Okay.
Okay, so our shop is literally right here.
Good job. Okay. It likes Hank's carburetor, put something of Hank
Hank is a good leader, you know?
Yeah.
He was good from day one.
Okay.
All right, we made it back.
All right, guys. Well, that was my first shakedown on the car. I know it wasn't much of a drive, but let's just say it needs work before we really like take it anywhere. It definitely needs a bigger fuel cell, that's for sure. But I'm so happy with it, even though it's kind of a pile. And I'm sure Danny agrees. I love it. It's the exact body style I want. It has the vibe I want. So I can't wait to finally like build this thing into my dream 56 Chevy. So, poor thing. It needs a name though in the meantime.
A temporary name?
Yeah, temporary one. So if you guys have suggestions, let us know in the comments. But as always, we really appreciate you guys watching. And if you head to gnarlyspeedshop.com, you can support the channel and look like Danny by getting one of the blue glitter shirts we just came out with. And yeah, so stick around. We got some midweek upload videos coming on the Charger. You'll see that very soon. But that's it. We'll see ya.